Oh boy. You know you've been gone for a hot minute when you have absolutely no idea how you want to start a video. Happy New Year! I haven't said that to you yet. I haven't said that in the 2 Tokyo Mirage Sessions videos that I've got on the channel for this year. 2, I know that's crazy, but I need to talk to you before we talk about Tokyo Mirage, about this channel. This is an update video. This is something that's been a long time coming, actually. Oh my god. Yeah, we are in a very, very good place. Let's talk about it. We had the 2020 era of our channel wrap up very recently. I say wrap up because the recordings for Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore, I cannot believe I'm about to say these words, are done. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore is done. Let's let that sink in for a hot minute. Okay, right. Because I cannot fathom, I cannot wrap my head around this. This is something I have been waiting to be able to say for years. I have wanted this project done ever since we started chapter 2 of that story. Oh boy. I mean, I'm actually watching the chapter 5 video that we made that's on our channel right now. Self-plug. Chapter 5 is already up. Chapter 6 and the epilogue, The Long Goodbye, that is actually going up for premiere. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Maybe you've seen it in your inbox. 29th of January at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, British time. Who am I kidding? Nobody watches Tokyo Mirage Sessions. But I didn't want to be that channel that, I didn't want to be the channel that doesn't finish Let's Plays, okay? I didn't want to be that kind of Let's Play channel. When I make a commitment, I stick. It may take 4 years, but I finish games, okay? We have finished every single game on this channel. We don't count Persona 5 Strikers. But yeah, the 2020 era for this channel was Animal Crossing New Horizons, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, and they're all done. We have completed playlists for every other project now on this channel. It feels so good to be able to say. It feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so good. So, what's next? Excellent question. I do know what's next. Fortunately, I do know what's next, which is a very good thing. Okay, so as we know, there's a little game coming out at the very beginning of February called Granblue Fantasy ReLink. How you doing? But I have had my eye on that game ever since 2016. It's 2024. It's been 8 years. Also, can we just talk about how good I look in this light? What fountain of youth am I drinking from apart from Coca-Cola? Anyway, yeah, but no, seriously. Granblue Fantasy ReLink. I'm gonna be a Vayne main, aside from Granblue. I definitely want to do a Let's Play of that. I want to do a full Let's Play of the main story. If I ever get time, I would like to dabble in optional hunts and side quests that happen in the post-game, because it's supposed to be a very big post-game, whereas like the main content, like the main story content of Granblue is about, I think it's like what, 20 to 30 hours, like the developers have said. Side games have been very open with Granblue, which is really cool to say, which is really cool to see. And the other big game in February that I absolutely that I'm absolutely ecstatic to talk about is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm so excited! But like, Remake was so good. Remake was so good. And when we do Rebirth, it's going to be a full face cam. Hi, how you doing? Blind reaction to everything. So that's going to be an absolute bitch to put together. That's going to be a bitch to put together. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get started. I'm so ready. Oh, it's gonna hurt so much, that moment. Oh. And the recent trailer did not help. The, Destined for Rebirth trailer? The one that's edited like on the beat to let the battles begin, but it's the version that they use for Abzu and the Crab Warden. The dum dum dum. I would love to do a sort of like a trailer reaction, but like a it's kind of like it's a re-reaction almost style video, because it's every single trailer up to this point. I don't want to see the final trailer. I don't want to watch the final trailer, because the last time in Remake when they did the final trailer, Barrett got stabbed. Okay, and that I felt like that was too much of a spoiler. Like, you didn't need to have that in the trailer. The same way that in the Game Awards, they had, like, that scene of Aerith, and I'm like, you did not need to show me anything. You did not need to show... I was very firmly against them showing her praying. I was like, you did not need to show me that. I vehemently hate Square for putting that scene in the trailer. And then in the Destined for Rebirth trailer, you see Sephiroth with the whispers behind him in the green background, and I'm like, this is literally above that. Game is going to rip my heart out, because we're going to see her at the Gold Sword, so she's going to be, no promises to keep. She's going to sing. We're going to be like, this is such a beautiful moment. They're going to play that fucking song after she's been they're gonna play it in credits, and I'm gonna be a dripping mess. It's gonna be everything. Uncross my legs, because that's getting very uncomfortable. I'm gonna be a dripping mess when it comes round to the end of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. Okay, on top of that, we had a poll on this channel. It's a hair in my eye. There we go. We had a poll on this channel, and yes, we may be giving Bayonetta 3 some more love. And by may, I mean we will, because you guys voted for it. You want to see that, and I am more than happy to feed you what you have asked for. So what happens after the revisit to Bayonetta 3, Granblue Fantasy, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Gran, did you not mention that you wanted to play Final Fantasy 16 in 2024? Correct. I'm so glad you remember that. We're not touching that game until the Rising Tide DLC is out. Then we will tackle everything on Final Fantasy difficulty, and I am ready to cry all over again at a Final Fantasy game. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. It's... 16 is that bitch. 16 is that... I can't describe. Okay. It's one of those games where I could try and talk about it, but words could never do it justice. When we get round to the Bahamut boss fight, I'm literally just going to be here in my feelings, crying, screaming, throwing up, raging storms, making tables turn, rose gardens filled with thorns. Just, it's going to be a hot mess. Because to me, the Bahamut boss fight is not just a boss fight, it's a masterclass in storytelling. It's a family reunion, and it all goes to shit, and it's just... Oh. Ah! Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm deviating from my script here. Hang on. So we've talked about Bayonetta 3, Granblue Fantasy. We've talked about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, how it's Aerith's year, and yes, I do realise there is a very cruel irony, and Aerith deserves nice things. I love her. She's one of my favorite. She is my favorite Final Fantasy character. Period. I love her so much. She is. She's everything. So it's gonna hurt me so much. So yeah, when it comes around to like the DLC for Final Fantasy 16, we'll play everything. We're gonna do every side quest. We're gonna play up to the main story, like up to the end of the main story, and then we'll take on Omega, Ionios, and Leviathan. But the thing is I'm so excited though, because I've not touched the DLC at all. When we get round to that, it's gonna be blind. You girl, I can't wait. Blind DLC playthrough for Final Fantasy 16. We love to see it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Right, and then what happens after that? Well, that's the thing. I've been thinking of a couple of games that I want to play, and I know one of them didn't get the praise, attention, and accolades it probably actually really does deserve. So, I would like to try a little game called Forspoken. I would! Okay, she looks so cool. Frey looks so cool. I remember playing the demo for this, and I remember thinking to myself, you know what, this looks really, really cool. And I could not wrap my head around why people were hating on the game. I could not wrap my head around it. It looks like a really, really, really fun time. It looks like such a fun time. She looks exquisite. This character, Frey, I think, she looks incredible. That and Revolution by Bishop Briggs was my alarm last summer, which was a song that was used in all the promotional marketing, like, welcome to my revolution. Anyway, go listen to that, it's so good. Anyway, deviating, Forspoken, because like we're on like 264 subscribers now. Thank you. I don't know what I did to earn that, but thank you. This is me acknowledging you all in our little parasocial bubble that we have. You are all incredible. You are all incredible. Like genuinely, you are all incredible people, because you are taking time out of your lives to support me in a hobby that I like to just put myself into. I want to be your background noise. I want to be your, I want to say hype man, but is that's not right, is it? Like, because like your hype man's there to big you up, but I'll big you up in the update videos. You are doing amazing. You are, like, even if you've had like a shit day, like, you're doing amazing. If you feel like your world is crumbling all around you, you are you are an amazing person and you deserve nice things. I think really I just have to say thank you for your continued support. If we hit 400 subscribers, we're doing a Pokemon Violet Let's Play. Oh my god, DLC included. Okay, can we just talk about Pokemon Violet for a minute, because oh my god. Okay, right. Wait. Because this might actually be, I think this is actually my, I'm gonna get crucified if I say it out loud, but honestly, hang me on this McFucking cross. It might actually be my favorite Pokemon game. If it weren't held together by blue tack sellotapes and Pritt stick glue and like rubber bands, this would be the Pokemon game. But unfortunately, it does have that jank quality. It does have those technical issues. If it did not have performance issues, if the developers had actually let this cook for like an extra year and a half and just sorted it and just added textures, fixed performances, like performance issues, fixed frame rate drops, and just had it nice and stable at 30 frames a second is fine. 30 frames a second is fine. I'm not asking for open world 60 frames a second, 1080p on Switch. Are you kidding? That's impossible. It's a Switch. That ain't happening. It's a very limited console. I love it dearly. But she is limited. OLED, you know what you're doing, okay? When we do our Pokemon Violet Let's Play, there are 7 different pathways. Victory Road, Starfall Street, Path of Legends, we're talking Teal Mask, The Way Home, we're talking the Indigo Disc, and we're talking Mochi Mayhem, the epilogue. When we do our Let's Play, we are having a different team for every single pathway, with The Way Home and Mochi Mayhem being comprised of amalgams of our MVPs in the stories up to that point. And I know exactly how I want to end Pokemon Violet. I know exactly how I want to end that game. I just need to actually start playing it. I need to build teams. What I need to do is I need to plan out who the fuck I want on a squad for each storyline. That's what I need to do. And I feel like now that we're like within the 150 subscriber margin for that Let's Play to happen, I'm beginning to rapidly run out of time. Because like when we hit 400 is the day that I want to go, and here's part 1. Even if someone unsubscribes from that point and then we drop down to 399, we've made that commitment. We've started that project. So then we just have to go with part 2. And I know that that's obviously going to lead people to go, well, I'll subscribe just for that and then unsubscribe. Do it. It's engagement. I'm encouraging this. Because then you're subscribing, you're unsubscribing, you're feeding an algorithm, it's fine, it puts, you know, it's, yay. Anyway, so, case in point, let's TLDR this, because this, yeah. So, here's everything we've done so far, from 2020 up to 2024. Like, when we started. Take it away. Okay. Right. Here are the guaranteed games. Absolutely, they are locks. I want to play them, that's great. Right. Here's the incentive game at 400 subs, and then we have Forspoken. Oh, we also have Bayonetta 3 for the revisit. Oh, I didn't even talk about Bayonetta 3 when we come around to revisiting it. Okay, right. So, it's gonna be how we used to do it. It's gonna be how we used to. We're going back to old school. We're going back to how we used to do Bayonetta content on this channel. Like, I will be loud, loquacious. I will be camp. It will be very gay. We're talking about popping my pussy. Okay, I don't have a pussy, but if I did have a pussy, that shit would be popped. We will be summoning Bayonetta from the depths of Inferno. We will save Papi from the multiverse. Creative handle, you have ruined me. Thank you. In the best way, you have ruined me. I love Creative Handles content so much, I have to give them a shout out. Anyway, but yeah, it's going to be 1 chapter per video. We're not going to do the Jean side story chapters, but we are going to do every single Phenomenal Remnant chapter, and when we do the Phenomenal Remnant chapters, we're using Jean Girl for it, because she deserved so much better in Bayonetta 3 than... So, yeah. It is what it is. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, so... Case in point. This is what you have to look forward to. All in a... Oh, and Final Fantasy 16. Yeah. And this is... Yeah. This is us. This is us for the foreseeable future. It's good to be back. Yay. And I am very much looking forward to working on all of these projects. In the meantime, I don't have to tell you that things in the real world can be a bit tricky and that they suck. But honestly, look after each other. Love each other. Be better. And I'll see you all next time. Catch you guys really, really soon. We have projects coming up. Oh, it's so good to be back. And good night.